Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all those of you in between, it is I, your host, Cranio Dad, with a double audio because of awesomeness. Welcome to the stream. Happy to be here. Today is my Friday. For many of you, it is your Wednesday. I have the joy of going on a very brief family vacation for my daughter's birthday this weekend, and I will be offline and disconnected as our internet connection down there is slower than dial-up. For the time being, it will be better at some point in the very, very near future. But until that time comes, when we go down, we are able to disconnect and enjoy time as a family. She's ecstatic to go see some birds at a nature park and go play in the lake and play in the sand and have some fun with her brothers. So, that is where we are at. Tonight we are playing some more Valheim. And don't know exactly what we're going to get into or when or with whom, but here we are. For those of you that follow me along on social media, a few things. I will be doing some afternoon live streams next week on Monday and Tuesday, as I am still going to be on vacation until Wednesday. But I'll be doing some afternoon live stream. Going to be doing some world building. For Dungeons and Dragons. Those have been around for a while, are used to me doing Dungeons and Dragons on Saturdays. And I want to start creating a world for my first time very soon. And I'm looking forward to getting into that. So if you see me go live at a really awkward time for me, i.e. not 8 p.m. or 9:30 p.m. Eastern, it is because that's what I'm doing. So feel free to stop by, because Twitch chat will have a voice in this world building. And I plan on doing some of these afternoon streams, not during the week unless I'm on vacation, but especially on the weekends as I build this world out and build it up for a campaign that I want to start sometime soon. I've also reached out to the party members from the old Saturday group, and we are I'm waiting to see what they want to do. Either we will move forward or we will start anew, and that means that there'll be some open spots potentially for players as well as guest spots. I'm working on building a completely new overlay and all sorts of stuff to kind of make it a little bit more drag and droppable for people who want to stop in and play a game, even those who have never played before. So I'll be doing that next week once I return from vacation. We'll talk about my daughter's birthday, and I'm sure I'll have tons of stories to regale you with about how amazing it was and how happy she is, as well as how stressed out it is to be a parent of four. So keep your eye out for that. Also, I have purchased a new upgraded gaming rig. There's nothing completely wrong with the rig that I'm currently playing on. I've seen some weird things happen as of late, but I'm taking an opportunity to do a complete upgrade. And the amazing folks over at Power GPU, who built the rig that most of you are watching me stream from, the streaming rig that sits right next to my gaming rig, are taking on the task, and they have given me a quote, and I submitted the payment today, and we will see what happens when it gets here. When that computer comes in, I'm also going to be moving for the fourth time this year. I'm moving up yet another flight of stairs to a larger room, so that way when I'm working during the day, my kids can be in the office with me, and I will be able to still take conference calls and not have everything moved around. So there's going to be a new update, a new layout, new stuff, and just all around new things, because I cannot sit still for long. But a lot of new stuff also means a lot of good stuff for you guys. We've got a lot of stuff that we're doing and that we have going on, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit because I see that I'm peaking. Yeah, New World. New World comes out, according to Amazon, August 31st, which is right after one of my son's birthdays, and I am still approved to take a substantial amount of time off. For family reasons, I consider those that I stream with just as close as family. Hello, Rail. How you doing, buddy? Hope your birthday went well the other day, and hope you had a blast. Happy to see you here tonight. But New World will be out in August, so hopefully by then everything will be done. I'm working on a new overlay for New World. I'm stoked for it. Yeah, getting the itch to keep looking for stuff to do, and that's why D&D is going to be coming back. And who knows, maybe I'll be able to convince Rail Maximus to come on a stream and play some Dungeons and Dragons, he says with a really high voice. Never know. Never know. I'll find a way to send you alcohol. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, so that's all that's kind of going on new here. We've done some stuff off stream as we've been just kind of vegging out and working on some things. So let's dive on in and see what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and jump into chat over on the good old Discord and be there in case anybody wants to hop in and join. And maybe we'll take on... Yeah, how the gonads, they hurt. They hurt. But it was extremely high. You're right. But in case anybody wants to hop in and join, we can. Don't really have any major plans. I got to get a boat back from what I've been working on. And doing a few other things. So that's probably what we are going to be doing now. Just kind of just showing you guys some of the stuff that we've done. And, just touring around a little bit, maybe killing some things, working on my knife skills. But I've looked into some of the software that I'll be using for Dungeons & Dragons, for the world building. And it's going to be pretty intense. It's something I've not done really ever. So, we'll see. We'll see. Going back to the old house, and then before everything loads in, I'm usually already gone. So I got really bored the other day, and I tried to follow another video and do a build, and I got about halfway done with it, and I realized that things were not as they seemed with the video, and it was super frustrating. So I had to adapt it quite a bit. But this is, for those of you following along at home, way out in the middle of nowhere, way out to the east. But built just a little bit. We'll kind of get a look for it. I'm kind of interested to see how this dock looks at night. I made a few little tweaks to it today. Kind of went with a fish idea. We got the ribs of the fish. Debating pretty heavily on wrapping that design around. I don't think it's actually necessary. I might tweak the design to make it look more like fins. But a pretty standard dock, just a sideways dock for once. Because I wanted to do something different. I'm kind of fascinated with the idea of being able to pull in from one direction instead of having to slide in and then back way out. And this way you only have to back up a little bit and get out. So it's something I'm interested to see how well it works. I'm not at all happy with the 45-degree roof here. I'm going to wind up doing the 26-degree roof on the back, just because it makes it difficult to jump in and out of the boat, as I experienced earlier. And I hear a lot of fighting. I've only seen about 4 or 5 trolls while I was doing this build, which does make it markedly different than when I'm building on our main island, because of all the work that Rails put into making that a spawn-free zone. But I have been able to get a lot of thistles, so I was able to I downloaded a whole bunch of stuff into a bunch of chests earlier today, and it was like 3 cartloads worth of stuff. But yeah, I got a little green light dock down there. I've wanted to do this for a long time. I built this rock was just perfectly placed for me to do like a little cavern entrance, but the rest of the ground was not level enough for me to actually use the way that I want to. I was going to make it come up through the basement, but instead I've got this little dock area here, and pretty stoked about that design up there. But you enter through the downstairs. We got a lower fireplace. We got everything set up down here, stone floors. This is basically just like the crafting and drop-off area is what the intent is for me. And then up top, we got a second fireplace and a table. I don't have a banner or anything up yet. A couple of huge windows. And then this bedroom, which I think turned out pretty well. I love the interior design more than the exterior design. I think it's just... I like the angles. I like playing with the angles and seeing what happens. All of this was just me fiddling around to see what happens. Even this doorway was not what I intended. It's just how things ended up. It's not perfect. There's some issues that I see with it, but it looks great. Thank you, Rail. I appreciate it. It does what I want it to. You know, it's got this little cozy feeling. It's a good little spot and out in the middle of the dark, middle of the Black Forest. The fireplace design was interesting. Like a big spider. My intent 100%. Figured what better place to be than right next to a troll cave, you know? But I'm super happy with how the fireplace turned out for ventilation. It doesn't look like it's working, but it actually is working. It does let rain in, which was really weird. It lets rain in this opening. You can't really see the smoke coming out, but it is. I can't explain it. I think I have it double ventilated. Nope, I removed the double ventilation. So it is what it is. But pretty cool how that worked out. The video that I was watching, the design looked like, you could see it here, that it was the 2-foot beams, and what they actually were the long logs, and I didn't realize that until the entire top part was already built. And at no point in time did it show that in the video clearly. It didn't explain it. There's a lot of reinforced iron going on in here. I brought out an entire shipload of stuff. I'm taking back a very small shipload of things back to the group. But it was a fun little experiment build, just to kind of see how things pan out. I kind of dig it. It's an area that we haven't really explored, to the best of my knowledge, that much. So it gives us another place to kind of go look at. And I really wish that I would have been able to move the entire house up to about here, and had you come in through the basement and removed the exterior door completely. I think that would have been really cool. But so I built this after over like a day of meetings and stuff like that, just kind of playing around. It was interesting. It was interesting. I haven't really explored the island. Didn't even go into the troll cave. So there may or may not be a troll in there. I honestly don't even know. We will wait and find out. But it's just a fun chance to do something different. Now for the long sail back. It's not worth it yet. I'll gather resources, supplies, and I'll bring that ship back at another point in time. It's good to come back with, copper and tin, since I'm out here in the Black Forest anyway. But maybe we'll explore a little bit. I know there's a plains nearby, because you can kind of see it on the map. Kind of. At least I think it's plains. It's going to start right over here. I'm not even sure. It could be whatever. But like I said, I haven't done a lot out here, as you can tell by the map. I haven't even marked things like dungeons or copper, which are kind of my go-to when I'm bored. I think I dropped off something like 100 thistle trail. Something like that, just from being out here for 2 days and building. I like the quick access to the plains. Sassy. Oh, yeah, that's plains. Not good enough with this knife yet. At least this means I'll be bringing back more and more black metal, too. But hopefully Megan Weasel can get on and we can take on Yag. Ooh, another tower. A tower of power. with another totem. I like the randomness of taking on the tower. Sometimes there's like 5 or 6 guys in it. Sometimes there's 1 or 2. Sometimes they all come after you. Sometimes they don't. I think that's it though. I do hope everybody's doing well on this amazing Wednesday. Hopefully the weather has been as good for you guys as it has been here. It was almost 80 degrees Fahrenheit here today for the better part of the day. So the kids spent some time outside. They got dirty feet. Makes me happy. So we'll be spending a lot of time outside this weekend. This could only go well. The knife is brutal. I was telling Rail, I got a sneak attack on a fooling the other day. With the knife. It was for, I think it was either 450 or 405. So it was a one-shot knife kill. What? Doesn't change screens. Uh-oh. Yeah, I didn't either. I feel bad. One of those classic Cranio fail streams. Oh. Pulled a Megdromeda. Oh, thanks, computer. I appreciate that. Let's see what we got here. We can drop off that, 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 that. Oh, man. One of them nights, huh? I think this village is clear. All right, let's drop that. Not every day you get to clear a tower and a village. All right, so mark this. Island looks really small. Should have maybe investigated the island before I built here. Yep. And she said it with gusto. All right. And on we move. Might as well just clear the whole island. Make it a safe place for respite.